students, again welcoming you all to my channel with a new video for Standard 12. You must have heard the popular proverb, as you sow, so shall you reap. If not, don't worry, I am here to explain the proverb. Dear students, you need to understand that every proverb has a literal meaning and a symbolic meaning. The literal meaning of this proverb is that whichever type of seed you sow, you will have to reap the same kind of fruit. Like, if you sow mango seeds, you will get the mango fruit. Now, the symbolic or the implied meaning is, if you do good deeds, those good deeds will come back to you in one form or the other. And if you do the other way, then that also will return to you. Many of you may be knowing this as karma. So students, today we are going to study a poem based on this proverb, The Inchcape Rock, written by Robert Southey. I am Alamukarthi Neeraj Kumar with a video of chapter 2.3, The Inchcape Rock. But before going into the explanation, make sure to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload a new video. Before learning about any poem in English, we should know about the poet and what the poet had in his mind when he was writing a particular poem, so that we can understand the poem clearly. The poet is Robert Southey. He was born in 1774 in Bristol, England. He was born to a draper. He did his schooling in Westminster School and Balliol College, Oxford. He was a poet laureate of England from 1813 to 1843. Some of his poems like The Scholar, Bishop Hatto, The Inchcape Rock are popular among the school children. Before proceeding to the explanation of the poem, let us have a look at the background of the poem. Students, please do not skip this part of the video as this is very important. If you skip this part, then you will not be able to understand the rest of the video. This poem is known as ballad. Ballad means a story in the form of poem, and this is specially based on the true story. The Inchcape still exists near the shore of the Scotland. Now, what is this Inchcape? Inchcape, or it is otherwise known as Bell Rock, it is a reef of about 11 miles off coast of Angus, Scotland, near Dundee and Fife, occupied by the Bell Rock Lighthouse. The sailors before 14th century were not able to sail safely to the port in Scotland. The Inchcape Rock caused many shipwrecks as the sailors were not able to spot the rock. What happens next is given in the poem. We'll see the explanation stanza by stanza. I will explain 2 stanzas at a time. But before going further, please read first and second stanza. You can pause the video and resume back after reading. You can also note the points. The first stanza says that the sea was calm and still. The ships on the sea were also not moving, as her sails did not receive any motion from the heaven. Here, heaven means air, and the air was still. Hence, ship was not moving at all. And its keel was steady. I have shown the keel in the picture. The second stanza says that the waves were rising and falling slowly over the Inchcape Rock, that it did not move the bell. In the next 2 stanzas, we are introduced to the abbot of Aberbrothock. The third stanza says that the abbot had placed a bell on a float attached to the Inchcape Rock. Whenever waves become strong enough to move the float, the bell rung. The next stanza says that the rocks was hit by the strong waves, but the ringing of the Inchcape bell gave warning to the sailors about the rock, and they steered the ship away from the rock. Then they thanked the abbot of Aberbrothock for placing the bell. Now let us proceed to the explanation of 5th and 6th stanza. In the 5th stanza, the day is shown calm and joyful. The sun was shining brightly in the sky. The sea birds were flying above the sea, chirping loudly and joyfully. The next stanza, that is the 6th stanza, introduces the second character of the story, Ralph the Rover. The Inchcape Rock was seen as the dark speck on the bright ocean. Ralph was the captain of the ship. He was observing the darker speck that is the Inchcape Rock carefully. Students, I hope you understood so far. Now the explanation of 7th and 8th stanzas. In the 7th stanza, we come to know about Ralph's negative character. Even though this stanza starts on a positive note, but in the end, we come to know about some negative intentions of Ralph. The climate made Ralph whistle and sing. His heart was full of happiness, but actually there was wickedness in his happiness. In the next stanza, that is 8th stanza, the negative intentions of Ralph are more clear. He is jealous of Abbot of Aberbrothock. His eyes were still on the Inchcape Rock. He ordered his men to lower the boat and row him to the Inchcape Rock. He wanted to cause trouble or pain to Abbot of Aberbrothock. Students, I hope you understood so far. Now the explanation of 9th and 10th stanzas. In the 9th stanza, the boat is lowered and the boatmen rowed him to the Inchcape Rock. Ralph the Rover cut the Inchcape bell from the rock. In the 10th stanza, you can see that the bell sunk with the gurgling sound and bubbles rose and bursted. Then Ralph the Rover said, "The next who comes won't bless the Abbot of Aberbrothock." He was jealous of the abbot, and as the sailors used to bless him for the Inchcape bell. Here, Ralph the Rover has done a bad deed or bad karma. And children, I am using everywhere Ralph the Rover and Abbot of Aberbrothock. This is what you have to use or you have to write during the exams. You should not write only the Abbot or only the Rover or only Aberbrothock. You have to write the full name, the Abbot of Aberbrothock, Ralph the Rover. Now the explanation of 11th and 12th stanzas. In the 11th stanza, we come to know that Ralph the Rover is a pirate. He went to the sea and plundered a lot of ships. He became rich by a lot of loot, that means goods stolen from the other ships. Then he steered his way to the Scotland's shore. In the next stanza, Ralph has reached somewhat near the shore. He sees a thick mist in the sea. The mist was so thick that they were not able to see even the sun. All day a strong gale had blown, and in the evening it had subsided. Students, I hope you understood so far. Now the explanation of 13th and 14th stanzas. It was so dark that they were not able to see the shore. Ralph the Rover stood on the deck and gave hope to his sailors by saying that soon the moon will rise and they will be able to see the moonlight. In the next stanza, one of his men says that he is able to hear the sound of waves crashing the shore. Hence, he thinks or they think that they were somewhere near the shore. He even says that he was not able to tell exactly where they were, and he even wishes that he could hear the Inchcape bell. Explanation of 15th, 16th and 17th stanzas. In the 15th stanza, the bad deed that Ralph the Rover had done seems to return to him. The waves were very strong. Even though the wind had subsided, They were drifting the ship till the Inchcape Rock. In the next stanza, that is 16th stanza, Ralph the Rover was cursing himself. The ship was sinking in the ocean. In the 18th stanza, it not only have the literal meaning but also a symbolic meaning. Ralph the Rover was able to hear a bell ringing similar to the Inchcape bell, but it was the devil from the hell who was ringing the sound of death rung at a funeral. Students, I hope you understood the poem. Soon I will upload a video of figures of speech of this particular poem. Thank you for watching me patiently. Do not forget to like and share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.